I promise to be sharing with you from time to time a meditation from the Word of God. And today we are still in the middle of the coronavirus or COVID-19. This is a very scary thing. I was just listening to the news. In America, in one day, they had 40,000 people infected with coronavirus. In Kenya here, we've had over 140 people that have died. On Friday last week, the Lord dropped 2 words in my spirit, and interesting, it was in my mother tongue. Kethiwa tingai. And this is from Psalms 124. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now let Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. If the Lord was not on our side this far, those of you that are listening to this, if the Lord was not on our side, we would have been swallowed up. I mean, come to think of it, we had a lockdown, we had a restriction here that after 7 o'clock, you should not be found outside your house. And it was funny because after a while, they moved that from 7 o'clock in the evening. 7 o'clock is when darkness comes around here. It's dark. So just jokingly, does coronavirus travel at night? So you are required to be in your house at 7 o'clock as darkness comes in because coronavirus is going to catch you out there. Then after some time, the government came around and said, we extend the time to 9 o'clock because a lot of businessmen who were doing their work were selling their wares between 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Could not do business. So the government listened to that and they extended the time from 7 o'clock, they went to 9 o'clock at night. This is when it is serious. So does it mean that if coronavirus would strike at or before or after 7 o'clock, we have now moved coronavirus and told it you can only infect people after 9 o'clock? Isn't it funny? No, I don't know. I don't know whether it is. Coronavirus is a mystery. It's seriously, this is a mystery. This disease, I had somebody, the last message I got last night was, this coronavirus is not real. There are those who are living in denial, it is not real, but it has killed people we know. It has taken lives of people that we know. Another one told me last night, it is a scam. Really? Is it a scam? Is it a reality? So all these things, they're confusing to all of us. And let me tell you this word the Lord meant, kethiwa tingai, if it was not the Lord who was on our side. And I want to encourage you with that if the Lord is on our side, let us therefore not fear. Let's go about our work. Let's go about our responsibilities out there, believing, because after you have done what the government has said, the government said you wash your hands, and we are washing our hands. I have never washed my hands as many times as I'm doing these days. A little thing, and I go back, I sanitize, I wash my hands. And they're telling us we wear masks. I got my mask, I am putting it on. They are telling us to keep the distance. We are keeping the distance. But even after doing all that, Texas today, a big state, is recording some of the highest infections. Texas in the United States of America. So what is it? Honestly, we don't understand. I listened to the scientists this morning. 4 a.m. I was up. after my devotions, I was listening to world news, Al Jazeera and BBC and the CNN. The scientists do not yet understand what this coronavirus is all about. So whether we understand or not, this is the word from the Lord, that if it was not God on our side, we would have been swallowed up. And not just by coronavirus. There's so many other enemies we have around us who can swallow us up. I want to encourage you to hang on the Lord. Let's as I close this meditation, let's go to Psalms 91, and let's just look at 2 or 3 verses. David says in verse 2, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Verse 3, surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night. Listen to this. Thou shalt not, because some of you are getting late. Another day I was out of town and I had to come by, and I was arriving in my house after 10 o'clock. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by the day. Terror at night, coronavirus, and arrows. People will throw arrows at you. People throw things, words that would really hurt you and finish you. Yesterday I was talking to ministers about hurt. We get hurt so many times. Let me encourage you that the Lord shall cover you. The Lord shall protect you. The Lord will walk with you. The Lord shall be your buckler. The Lord shall be your protector. He says that 1,000 will fall on one side and 10,000 on the other side. The Lord is our stronghold. The Lord is our trust, and our faith hangs on Him and Him alone. So walk straight, walk looking up, walk as a child of God with a promise, because the Lord is on your side. Are you on the Lord's side? God bless you.